Barbados belongs to we. I want everybody to know that. Whether all 11 parishes, our ancestors died, there was rape, there was hanged, murdered, you name it, for us to have this today. And we ain't gonna allow nobody to come to Barbados, white, black, Indian, or whatever, and think that they're gonna take over what belongs to us. Am I correct? All right then, we on the right track.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you all for coming. And you interrupted my soup, but I will get back to that. Because there's a bit more things important than soup. You know, because something's going in, but something's going to come out of my mouth today. Look there at the corner, by the bridge. You see Kimar standing by a sign. If you look at the sign will give you a short history of this bridge. And it says something about 70 feet. 70-foot bridge or something like that, I can't remember now. But it goes on to say that it follows the line, the railway line, and the railway finished in 1937. So if the railway, which was a government project, and it was passing here, then this could not have been private property. When did it cease being private property? But that aside, I saw pictures with people going back to slavery, washing their clothes in that river. Now, slavery wasn't 5 or 6 years ago. So the people who occupy the land, who use this land, who traverse this property here, would have had that right, because the people in this community would have had that right going back all the way then. So nobody, other than the judge or Parliament, could extinguish these rights. Putting up a sign does not mean that you want to take, because I can put up a sign and say that they're ugly, but that ain't true. So every sign that you see put up don't make the sense. You're going to follow the law. He cannot restrict people from passing here. He cannot restrict people from using the river. He cannot build this wall to stop people from coming down here. Unless Parliament, mind you though, Parliament is the Prime Minister these days, because whatever she says has to happen. There's no conscience within that party. They just do what the Prime Minister wants. And I am not going to put myself where I'm going to find myself with a lawyer. But there are too many things going on. You know, the people say that where there's smoke, there's fire. Well, I'm not going to repeat where the blaze I heard. But suffice it to say that there's a lot of allegations going around that the Prime Minister's family have connections to the person who owns this property. I do not know if that is true or not. And I'm calling upon the Prime Minister to allay all fears. Say that ain't true, Caswell. That ain't true, people of Barbados. People who talk about me that ain't true. She should clear her name. I want her to clear her name. I want her to come out and say, that is only gossip. Don't have to put me in court and sell my property. So it will waste the time. So that's why I say I am not going to repeat the allegations. And then if that is the case, if she is connected by affinity in law, if she's connected in law, she's still connected. And then that would have been a conflict of interest. So I want her to come out and say to us, that is not true, that is a rumor. But I'm not hearing that. If somebody has said that about me, I would bounce there fast, I would have called brass tacks, I would have done something. I would have gone to the Marjorie show and tell them, look, these people channeling my name. I ain't going to be saying, no, wait until ever going to get somebody sued, because you're a public person. And when persons make these kind of allegations about you, especially the type of allegations that I'm hearing, which suggest a conflict of interest, you should clear your name. If you can't clear your name, say so. and say I made a mistake. Or I did something but I know I would get caught. Whatever. Give us some explanation, but don't leave the people of this country out there suffering for an explanation. This country does not belong to Mayor Motley. So she can't do what she wants to do and don't give an explanation to the people. We did not elect her queen. Sorry about that. We did not elect her queen. So she is not the queen of Barbados and she ordered all this thing, she can do what she like. She is subject to the laws of Barbados. So if there is such a, as the people are telling me, I got so many WhatsApp messages giving me the same message all the time. And it is bothering me. And I don't like to be bothered. My wife tells me that I'm the quickest body, she's not going to stick. My mother tells me the same thing. Because for me, I don't got nothing to bother me. As soon as my head hit the pillow, they say I'm snoring. I've never heard it, so I can't testify to that. But they say that I am snoring. Within seconds, I've put it on my head. But you know the other day, these messages had me wait for half an hour. You know, so seriously, because this thing's going on in my head and too many people, and some of the people I believe to be credible. But I can't take credibility without the documents. I want the documents. So if you got some documents, bring them for me. Just like the people at Bra, they were telling me things for months. And they said, but no, you gotta give me the documents. So when they open my mouth and think I don't get sued. So when they produce the documents, they come with all kind of excuses. I want documents. So if there are documents that suggest a relationship between the owner of this property and any connection to the people who give him permission, because they understand with the new, they call it Planning and Development Act, the minister is the person who gives permission here, not the chief town planner. So if that is the case, the minister is the prime minister. And now she got almost all the ministries herself. So that's what I'm saying, that if that is a fact, we need to see the documents. The prime minister needs to come out and clear her name, because there are too many things going on, too many people saying things. And I hope that it is not true. I would like to believe that she's still honorable. And they call her that in the house, they call it honorable prime minister. So I want her to remain honorable. And I want her to clear her name. I want her to come out and say, she ain't gonna call me and you tell me nothing. Tell the public. Have one of these rubbing shoulders or St. Joseph's Peaks or whatever. Do what you want to do. But come out and talk to the people who elected you. Remember when Frandl was here, they said Frandl wasn't talking. And the people hold that against Frandl. Now she talked all over the place. But the important thing she ain't talking about. We want to hear you on these important issues. These issues that will make or break Barbados. We want the Prime Minister to come out and answer these questions. The people of St. Joseph, particularly, but the people of Barbados generally. Because I remember coming down here, as I told you on the show at night, when I was courting, you gotta impress the young ladies, and I gambled my way down here, so I had this old caravan and it wonders. So I got claim rights down here too. After shutting off this place, I can cry. Just like the Caribbean, when they said the Caribbean Hotel pushed down, I was in pain because that was my place. Young man live home. So trust me, you need to ask questions. And if they don't answer your questions, we know St. Joseph is the place that vote for the Barbados, the party St. Joseph, St. Thomas, and Christchurch West. Don't vote for them. Alright? So anyhow, we know we kept back a lot, so I can't talk, I talk too much. So I got to cut off now so that other people will get in.